3, 3, and 4 times 1, 4. Okay, 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 3, 6, and 2 times 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, so are we going to be adding or subtracting these numbers to get the middle term? Because of this, we know we'll be subtracting. So we want to get the difference. 1 and 12, the difference is 11. 3 and 4, 1. Difference is 1. 2 and 6, difference is 6 minus 2 is 4. And same difference here, 4. Okay, so to get the middle term, what is our coefficient of our middle term? 1. So we're going to use this one right here, which will be this and this. The 3 and 1 and the 1 and 4. Okay, the 3 and 1 we'll do like we did on our examples. The 1 here, 1x and 3x. So that's the 1 and 3. Now we got to decide where to put the 1 and 4. We need it to be the 3 and 4. So we want 3 will be 3 times 1. So the 4 must be here. 4 is the last term. This 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay. Do we want a positive one or a negative one?
Negative.
We want a negative one. So which one of these will be negative?
4.
The 4, the biggest one will be negative to make it a negative. So negative 4, positive 3. So we put a negative with our 4 and a positive with the 1 that will be multiplied by 3. So there is your answer right there. Okay, number 4. Four is going to be a little bit longer because the first term 4 can be 1 times 4 or 2 times 2. This one was easier. We knew it would be a 1 and 3. Let me go ahead and write the problem. 4x squared minus 17x plus 15. See how the 4, it can either be 1 times 4 or 2 times 2. So we have to do all the different ways we can do that. We have to do 1 times 4 and we have to do 2 times 2. Okay, the 15, what ways can we do that? 1 times 15 or 3 times 5. Okay, we need to write this 4 times because we need 2 of them to do 1 times 4 like we did in the previous one, and we need 2 of them for the 2, well, just 1 for the 2 times 2. Let's just take care of the 1 times 4 right now. 1 times 4 and 4 times 1. 1 times 4 and 4 times 1. Okay? So we will have the 1 times 1 is 1. 15 times 4 is 60. 1 times 4 is 4. 15 times 1 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3. 5 times 4 is 20. So we've done those. 3 times 5, I'm sorry, 3 times 4, 12. 5 times 1, 5. Okay, and then we will need the 1, 15, and the 3, 5 for 2 times 2. We don't need 2 separate ones. We just need to do 2 times 2, because they're the same number. So 1 times 2, 2. 15 times 2, 15 times 2, not 5, it's a 15. 15 times 2, 30. Okay, and then 3 times 2, 6. And 5 times 2, 10. Okay, now do we need to add these or subtract them? We're adding. So 60 is 61. 4 and 15, 19. 3 and 20, 23. 12 and 5, 17. 2 plus 30, 32. And 6 plus 10, 16. Which one will give us our middle term?
12 times 5.
This one right here, 12 plus 5. Yeah. Okay, so that will be 4, 1 and 3, 5. Okay, so we know our coefficients for our x will be the 4 and 1. We could put the 1 first or the 4 first, it doesn't matter. It's when you're doing the second part, you need to make sure you get it right. Okay, if we have it here, we want to make sure we get a 12. So we need to do the 4 times the 3, not 4 times 5. So the 4 will be times the 3. And the 5 we will put here. So we will have 12 here, 12x actually. 12 is our coefficient and 5 is our coefficient. Okay, how are we going to get a negative 17? Negative 12. Is 5 going to be positive or negative? We're adding, we're not subtracting them. They're going to both be negative. To get negative 17, we need a negative 12 and a negative 5. Okay? When you add them, the signs are going to end up being the same. When you subtract, the signs will be different. Okay, so we have a negative here for the negative 12 and a negative here for a negative 5. Okay? So when you see a positive here, you know that you're going to add, and you know that the signs will be the same. So that's what this tells you. Add and same signs. And you'll know it's this sign right there. Okay, so this is your answer. X minus 3 and 4x minus 5. Okay, now we'll go to number 6. X squared minus 23x plus 7. Oh good, 7 can only be 1 times 7. That'll shorten it. Okay, 6 you can get in 2 ways. 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. How can you get 7? Just 1 times 7. Okay. So we'll do 1 times 7 with the 1 times 6 and 6 times 1. And we'll do the 1 times 7 with the 2 times 3 and 3 times 2. Okay, maybe it'll help to separate them if I put the dots. Okay, 1 times 1 gives us 1. 7 times 6, 42. 1 times 6, 6. Yeah, 7 times 1, 7. 1 times 2, and 7 times 3, 21. 1 times 3, 3, and then 7 times 2, 14. Are we adding or subtracting them?